It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of oat me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
Set me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's that chicken out again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a first carry for their running back. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. In motion, it's Jackson. Throwing right, it's taken in. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Jackson. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. In motion, it's Jackson. Look wide, get this one complete.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. In motion, it's Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. In motion, it's Jackson. He'll drop to throw. Comeback route, and he's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now a give on the ground. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to... The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. The ball's out, and this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. In motion, it's Jackson. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and long. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. His drive will start on the ground. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now, faking the give. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 9. That's made right side. It's Johnson. 3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. The motion man is Johnson. Now this looks like a design run. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Vegas. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Isn't it just so nice when you have a guy like this, when you're deep in the red zone and you need to finish with 6? Not only does the defense have to account for him on the ground in a more traditional fashion, but when you have this many ways to get him involved in the passing game, it is just so hard to stop.
Next to score, Raiders 10, Bengals 3. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going right sideline and complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 38-yard line.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. check that. Street. Go! He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable with Reed. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This taken at the 5. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. he can sense that pressure coming either from his front or backside. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This one complete right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be intercepted.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this 2nd half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
Slot receiver headed right. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now a give up the middle.
Number 28, a 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's a designed run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They send him right out of the slot. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. In motion, it's Jackson. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far, as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down.
Track at 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
70 Lion.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Jackson. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Here we go, set. Cut 19, cut 19.
In motion, it's Jackson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Slot man in motion right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Oh, yeah. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Extra point try now for Zerlock. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. Back to the air one more time. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly.